Hi guys, welcome to another video of how do I do this one. In this video I'm going to show you how to refill the distilled water in your sump pump motor battery backup. So if you get an alarm like this with the power as it is doing right now, as you guys can see, so check whether the power is being functioning correctly, you're getting it. So I've unplugged it and then I just want to make sure I'm replugging it to see if it's trickling. And also now most of the times it also says the battery has been corroded, clean the terminals of replaced battery. That alarm is also there. So I'm going to try to refill the distilled water and see if it is taking effect. And also let's see the terminals of the battery because it's giving an alert. If needed, I'll show you how to clean that as well. So before you go ahead and start anything, the battery might have been charged. So make sure you unplug from the power source. And also there is a fuse in the back in the system in this. So make sure you unplug the fuse as well. So once you unplug the fuse, the system should be shut down. But I'll still warn you, make sure the batteries are charged. So no children are in reach by to the battery. And now the next step will be removing this power source cable as well that's connected. And then in this there is a small clip here on both the sides. I can lift it from one side first and then we'll go on the other side in the back, and then the same lip cap can be removed. And now you can take the system and see how the battery terminals are. Seems to be the positive terminal is a little bit corroded. So you can use a small brush to make sure you can just clean it. And also these are the locations where you go ahead and fill the distilled water. So this is the level of the distilled water indicator, and you can also lift the battery out. So but before that, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and remove the battery cable from here. But before doing this step, make sure you have unplugged the power source and the fuse from it. If not, there will be still the power supply and the battery will try to keep charging. So that's out. Then you can just simply rotate to remove the cable. And that's also out. Now you can take the battery out of this box. And now for you to see the distilled water level in this, you will have a mark that says lower and the full line. That's the upper line on the other side, as you can see. So now if you have water, when you shake the battery, you can see the water level. But unfortunately it seems like it's fully drained right now. I haven't replaced it. So a periodic inspection is required on this. So to open the battery panels to refill the distilled water, you can simply rotate this on the anti-clockwise direction, and you can see through this as well, this for the water level. As you can see, the water is totally empty. So I've bought the new distilled water, and always in any battery systems use distilled water, not a regular water. A distilled water is what is recommended to keep the life of the battery. So make sure you open all of those. And if you are confident enough, you can directly pour the water in from the can, or if you don't want to spill around, you can use one of a funnel like this, and then you can see the water level as you can fill through the other holes. That's one more reason why I open all the caps, so that as I fill in, I can see the water level as well. Now I'm going to fill the water level and then show you guys how it looks. Okay, now I have filled the water completely to the top level, as you can see. In all the locations I have filled the water, the distilled water again. And also, as I mentioned previously, if you shake your battery a little bit, you can see the water mark that will be moving around on the upper line layer. And now let's go ahead and put all the caps back. And you don't need any special tool for this. You can do a hand tight And now all that I'm going to do is reinsert the battery in the box. The battery will be a little heavy after you fill in or even before you fill in the water, so please have caution in lifting the battery. And the first thing we are going to do is bring the terminals back, which we removed. So I'm going to insert the sensor. So this is where the sensor will be there. You can have the sensor inserted first. So that will detect whether we refilled the water or not. And if you want to, you can make sure where you have removed the terminal, because when you remove it, the box wiring may change and you may be like, okay, which side is positive and which side is negative. The red is always the positive and the black is always the negative one on the wiring wise. So if you also look in the battery, there will be a sign that's like a perpendicular line and a symbol like a plus. The plus is the positive and the symbol like the line or perpendicular line or a line is the negative sign as well. So you'll go ahead and insert this and then have the small one and you can hold it as you are tightening it so that they are not close together. Once you give it nice snuggle tight, now go ahead and insert the positive one on there, and you'll use the bigger washer for this one, and now you will be rotating on the clockwise direction to get it tight. Once that's done, make sure the clip on the back side has been in, and then go ahead and flip it out. And also the clip in the front is also covered, so that way the kids cannot reach it. It's safe. And once you're done with it, the first thing we are going to do is we are going to connect this wiring. That's from the power source as well, from the sump motor that goes to the sump motor. And now we will go ahead and insert the fuse. And once you have the fuse inserted, now let's go ahead and insert the power cable which we removed. And now the system is charging, and also the previous beep noise is gone. If you notice, it says when we started it was showing the battery needs to be cleaned and needs to be refilled. So now both the system is operating and it's also showing us charging, and you can also see this as well. So that's how you refill the water in your sump pump battery backup system. And again, letting you know, or make sure you are filling with the distilled water. If you like my videos, please do subscribe and leave your comments for more videos. Thank you for watching.